All right. Well, I'm here to give my reviews, comments, and feedback on Carson Klute. Um, what can I tell you about the excellence regarding his portfolio and his professional portfolio? Well, I've really got to know Carson through a lot of different classes that we were taking. We ended up just kind of starting to text each other saying, "Hey, on this last one, would you guys would you mind doing a review or something?" So we have a lot of connections. We're both from small towns. We both went to Nebraska. I think the excellence regarding his professional profile is really kind of his presence or this real person that comes out in what he does. He's very personal. He's fun. You can tell he's very passionate in what he does, and I know the kid's probably very, very lucky to have him. What can I tell you about the candidate for areas of improvement and clarification? Well, in all the assignments that I saw and things, it just seemed like there was a little bit of rush in them. So I think just the advice that I would give him, and I know that he can do this, is just slowing down a little bit and taking more time with his explanations and some of his reasoning. He does a good job of giving directions. I just feel like the information is delivered quite fast. You can tell that he's very well versed and very he knows his stuff, and so he just needs to realize when he's teaching either adults or students just to take a second, okay, and then just make sure they're getting it. So I know that probably happens, but anyway, my overall impression. I wrote this in the thing, but if I was principal and in charge of hiring, he'd be the first person I'd hire and the last person I'd fire. He's a hard worker. He's open to communication. He's willing to make changes within himself, try new things. He collaborates. We've been talking back and forth. He's accountable, and he's a person that's makes things engaging and fun. So um, I know that this is something that he can take and make for all types of learners. And like I said before, make it engaging and have fun in that lifelong learning. What did I learn from this candidate? Well, we've shared stuff throughout different classes and stuff, but he can be a very personal person. Uh, what I learned from just the portfolio aspect really helped me in my classes that I'm running right now. So through his prezzies on Google Keep, I'm now using Google Keep. I've taught a class before in videography and photography, and the organization of pictures, the where we're going to keep them, how to access them, was just very, very hard to manage. But now having this, Google Keep is going to be the way I go and the way I move forward. Another thing that I am really putting rubber to the road right immediately is Zoom presentations. They just work out better than the Google meetings. I have a lot of kids that will, hijack the meeting with whatever's on their screen. And Zoom kind of offers a little bit more of a, hey, we're going to mute you. I can get rid of you. And I just think it's better for the management process, especially, just in this time learning how to, teach and teach online. So, and then finally, Flipgrid, which is just cool. It's another way to communicate with your students. I'm going to have my struggling readers really go work it within there, and due to the virus outbreak, we're going to start journals, and so I think it's a good way to get the kids to talk about their life, talk about their day, and kind of what they're going through and kind of future goals, and just kind of document this. So those are some of the things I learned from this candidate. What's my initial impression and thoughts concerning a peer review? I don't think that there's anything wrong with a peer review. You do self-review, and sometimes you just skip over things. You miss it. Don't really take the time to really do it right. If you get a nice quality partner like I have with Carson, they give you feedback, and it's really nice to hear, and it gives you a starting point on where you can make yourself better. So in terms of the feedback and suggestions, it really helps me moving forward. It also helps prepare me for those questions and the possible questions and being ready to answer about this program, about what I've learned and how far we've come. So any additional feedback or comments? No, I really appreciate you, Carson, for all that you do. I look forward to actually meeting you in person, and I wish you all the best in your final days of this program.